Well, I got to tell you something. This is going to be a great podcast for you if, in fact, you want to learn how to tell stories, but you want to learn how to persuade people, because there's a magic in your conversational storytelling. And that's what this is all about. So I want to tell you a story about a man. And he's at an airport. And he walks up to the counter just 10 minutes before the takeoff. The flight's full and everyone before him has been screaming a blue streak at the flight attendant staffing the front desk. "No," she says to the man before he can say a word. Well, this is what I said to her. "I think I know what you're going through. I manage a chiropractic clinic, and the last 3 days before Christmas, our customers, our clients, our patients are just like the people here. They're rude, they're impatient, and they won't listen to reason. In fact, you're lucky if you get a word in, right? Well, I sit around sometimes, and I'm sure you do too, and you wonder why you're doing this job in the first place, right?" So the flight attendant looks at me for a few seconds, and then a slight hint of a smile dances at the end of her mouth. And she says to me, and she smiles when she says this, she says, "May I see your ID?" And I hand it to her. And she types something into the computer. She prints out a boarding pass and she gives it to me along with my ID. Then she says to me, almost in a whisper, "We had a cancellation in first class. I'm upgrading you. Get on the plane now." And that's it. So why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this? People have conversations like this every single day, intentionally or simply out of compassion. If a man told a woman a story about what goes on in his store before Christmas, like I did about my clinic, and how he understood what she was going through, and after that, she changed her mind. Yeah. What I told her, what he told her, what the other person told her, whether or not we realized it, that was a persuasion story. And probably, to our surprise, we got a seat on that plane that was fully booked in first class. And it didn't cost us a penny extra. So what I'm going to be telling you in the future is all about these kinds of stories, persuasion, storytelling stories. Now, most of the people that I talk to don't have a name for them or even recognize them as stories when they hear them. It's as though persuasion stories are all around us. They're everywhere, hiding in plain sight. So if persuasion is part of your work that you do, and you already tell stories, and you probably do if you talk to people, most of those are persuasion stories. So you're ahead of the game. Just let me tell you that. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you some new options. Let's call it that. By providing you with ready-to-use information on how to increase the number and types of these stories that you'll have at your fingertips. You just got to listen to the podcasts. And there's a very, very good chance, might I say, that your persuasion efforts will succeed like they've never done before. And just as important, you'll finally understand what you've been doing up until now, and clearly why what you've been doing works. Now, on the other hand, telling persuasion stories like I'm telling you now may be a brand new idea to you. Now, if that's the case, you are in for a treat. Welcome to the brand new, age-old world of telling persuasion stories. I'm Dr. Ivan Carney. April is going to jump on here sometime in the future with me, and we are going to tell you a story. We're going to tell you some things on a podcast that are going to help you make more money. We're going to help you get in front of more people. We're going to help you get more leads. We're going to show you how to do those things. But you got to stay connected to us. We're not speaking, just off the cuff. We're speaking from the heart. So get ready, because it's coming. See you next time.